Look, the dynamic duo!
So, listen, guys, welcome to the Dynamic Duo. I'm Franz.
I'm Kevin. Welcome back to the Batcave and Avengers Tower, everybody.
So, we just recorded, Kevin, about an hour's worth of conversation regarding the Wakanda Forever, and we lost the recording. And so, we kind of have to do it again. But I don't think neither of us have the energy to do that. So, give me quickly the spoiler free thoughts on Wakanda Forever.
Fantastic, phenomenal, outstanding, wonderful, spectacular, just a great ride. And I mean every word that I just said. The movie last night was beyond my expectations. Every performance in it was top notch, and I do mean top notch. I still believe, as of right now, that Angela Bassett is going to at least receive an Oscar nomination. Ryan Coogler needs to be held up to the highest point on the planet for what he pulled off. The movie is just fantastic. If you trust Franz and myself, then take Captain America's advice. Take my advice. Ignore anybody that may be beating up on this movie. And I know we've said this type of thing before, but if you trust us at all, and if you trust your own inner feelings, go see this film. You will have an absolute fantastic time.
My dear friend, I couldn't agree with you more. 100%. Phenomenal, fantastic. When I walked out of the theater, I was like, "This is the best Marvel movie ever." You made me pause for a second, and I've changed my tune to say this is one of the best Marvel movie ever. It's among their it's arguably the best Marvel movie ever. Let's put it that way. It was just brilliantly delivered, and you're absolutely right. Um, a lot of Academy Award nominations. Angela Bassett, Ryan Coogler, Letitia Wright, Ruth Carter, the costume designer.
Yes, yes.
The score of the movie. I mean, the special effects of the movie. One of the things that we didn't talk about in the previous thing was Ryan Coogler delivered underwater filming. Like, I believe the underwater filming. Like, it was seamless. Like, when you watch Aquaman, it's acceptable. You know you're in CGI world and suspension of disbelief, and you're like, okay, I'm good. Here, I'm underwater. Like, I'm underwater for real.
Mm-hmm.
And he delivered brilliantly. So special effects is going to be should be nominated. The buildup of this movie, the crescendo, the motivations of the characters, the complexity of the story. I mean, this is a 2 thumbs up, way up. What we said in the previous thing is that this should be the new standard that Marvel applies.
Yes.
What Kevin pointed out in the previous video is that when we say this should be the new standard, we don't say it should be every Marvel should have the same storyline or the same level of intricacy or relationships. What we mean is that the same level of passion should be brought to every future Marvel product. It shouldn't be a paint by numbers directing, storytelling. It should not be that. It should be passion, delivery, skill, respect for the material. That should be done. So, listen, as Kevin said, you have to go see this movie. It's one of those experiences, Kevin. It's one of those. For me, it was one of those transformative experiences. I'm gonna go that far. I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say Star Wars, Matrix, but I'm gonna say, Aliens, Predator. In other words, something impactful, something of quality that's going to stay with me for quite some time. That's how good I thought the movie was.
I absolutely agree. I truly, truly do.
All right, guys. As I said, we've just spent at least almost 2 hours talking about this. We did a spoiler review. we expanded the conversation beyond just the movie, but what does it mean to the genre, to the industry, to the Marvel, to the MCU, to the DCEU, and we talked about it all, and it was brilliant, Kevin. It was brilliant. It was brilliant, my friend. You at one point I gave you the slow clap because your comment was so brilliant. But we just taped that, and we're not gonna do it again. Hope you like. I hope you subscribe. I hope you help us out. And Excelsior, as the great Stan Lee used to say.